Sunday morning, Bernie snoring.
Oh god. Do you like the snood?
I watched
it yesterday.
So the question is,
Yeah.
is the snood on because you're cold or because some young lady's been chewing on your neck?
No, they haven't. Look, I'll show you if you want. I'll prove it. Look. Nothing. It's just cold, isn't it?
Good morning, everybody. Welcome to the Sunday morning show. Good morning, Leicester.
Morning, Dan.
What dancing that was!
I didn't
What
even-
an absolute delight! I know you were just practicing
I
for
was
the actual
practicing
main
for the
show.
Yeah, that
but
was just the practice.
I think we'll use that.
Okay.
That
alright.
was absolutely lovely to watch this morning. So thank you very much. As you can tell, it's quite early. It feels early to me.
We're filming this
Very early.
Very early in the morning.
And it's still dark outside. I know that obviously 7 o'clock in the morning when this goes live, it is
Dark.
still dark. In England anyway, where we are. This part of the country.
Yeah.
Yeah, down here. Snow on the moors.
Yeah. So we live probably 10 miles away from the moors.
Do we?
Don't we? About 10 miles, I'd say, probably the edge of it, Dartmoor. We don't get a lot of snow down here. We did have snow 3 or 4 years ago, didn't we?
Yeah, but
when
we're in the English Riviera though.
Correct.
Like
So-
this is a little like microclimate that we have down here.
So for us to have
Palm
snow
trees.
is a bit of a talking point for everybody, and everyone will be coming in the shop over the next few days. Oh, we've got snow. So
I tell you what is cool is when you get snow on palm trees. I've got a palm tree in my garden.
It's different, isn't it?
And it's like,
Do you get snow where you
palm
are? Because
tree.
you're
yeah, we're quite high up.
Yeah.
Quite high up. So we've got the old salt things that you have to throw around.
Yeah.
So I'm out there most years chucking the salt around all the driveways for all the neighbours.
To be fair, when I went running the last couple of nights, it's been you can see the road sort of the glaze on the road where you can see it's trying to almost sit there, and it's a little bit slippy at times. But I'm good on my feet.
You be careful. You be very careful out there. So we've had another busy week on the show. We have been at Ashbury and we have been trying to shoot the 59, which again,
Which I think we did really, but
there was
COVID
a lot of upset people actually on the comments talking about the COVID pins, which we would have holed two putts early on in the front nine that went in and then came out. But you can't. I won't accept it. I know we had a little bit of a discussion about it off camera, but I won't accept it. It is what it is. It's golf, you know.
That was filmed in September as well, so people have been commenting that we were wearing shorts and t-shirt or polo shirts and short sleeve shirts, but it was actually in September, which was a warm September day as well.
Yeah, it was lovely, wasn't it?
So yeah, it was
started off a bit foggy in the morning, but then but the Kigbeer golf course though,
great golf course. It compares favourably with any course in the county for us. If it was more of a members club, whereas it's a hotel resort, it would definitely have big events there. It would definitely host. I mean, it's good enough to host the Amateur Championship. Yeah. And some of the slightly lesser.
Yeah, you could put on
events.
any event.
Yeah, I mean, it's got the length.
6'5", I think it was.
Yeah.
6'5" or 6'6".
It's got good length. It's a good test off the back tees.
Yeah.
Greens were superb. It was just a great golf course.
Yeah, it was a good golf course.
It was, to me, it was such a surprise, or a pleasant surprise, after playing the first course, thinking, I don't want to say underwhelmed.
Yeah.
But it was quite short and quite fiddly, and more like a sort of a starting course or a club course. And then you got that one, which I thought was phenomenal, like brilliant golf course.
Some of the comments as well, and I think it's something that I try to do as much as I can. But some of the comments you were on about the 11th hole, which is actually like their second hole, which you did your Bubba Watson shot around the corner, which I think you should play a lot more of because that was quite accurate.
It went about 200 yards.
Yeah, it didn't go very far.
He gets it like 300 with the chopper.
Quite impressive, wasn't it?
Yeah.
But you then shared with Lee ball below your feet.
Yeah.
And that shot, because he was on a bit of that, he didn't really have a clue of what he was trying to do in that shot there, and getting an understanding of what that shot was all about. Yeah. There was a lot of comments I got personally as well, that people sort of saying, really loved Leicester's sort of ideas on what you were sort of explaining about that shot. And I think, I mean, I try to do it on certain shots, certainly when you get different scenarios where you get maybe flyer lies or a chip shot or plug bunker shots or whatever it is. I try to explain what I'm trying to do in those shots. But I think we need to do more of that. And I think
so
I would like to see Lee ask the question a little bit more, because at the end of the day, you know, it's very easy to get onto a golf course and when we're filming and not think about that. But I think for Lee, a lot of the time, he's probably, you know, second guessing a lot of what's going to kind of happen for those shots. And I'd really like him to be the eyes of the voice of the amateurs, or the voice of the people that watch, and say, do you know what, Lester or Dan or Paul or Will, what are you actually trying to do in that shot? You know, what can he learn? What can they learn on camera?
I think it's important. You're very good at it as well, asking people questions. You don't, you know, people will share knowledge and share information with you if you ask. If you don't ask, they won't. But like, if you ask someone something, they'll be, majority of the time, people are pleased to help, and if you're showing interest, they will give you, you know, advice, tips. It could be any, and that goes for me for any walks of life, really.
But I would like to hear your comments on this. So put your comments down below. Obviously, I try and do it as much as I can. I jump in and out of sharing ideas. Obviously, Lester did it at Kigbeer, which was fantastic. I know Paul and Will do it as well. They're just kind of trying to explain what they're thinking and what they're trying to do. And I'd like to hear whether you think that that's something that you learn from, or whether you think it's just adding too much time to the course vlog sometimes.
It's always it's just getting that blend right, isn't it? You don't want to appear almost like you're giving them a lesson when you're doing it, because sometimes you feel that people are just watching the video for. But I guess people are watching the course vlogs for different reasons, aren't they? Some of them are watching it for the banter, some of them are watching it for the golf, some of them are looking to see what the golf course is like. So I suppose if people do like that, then maybe we should include it a little bit more. But
I think probably if I was sort of planning something like that, I would like to incorporate a certain shot at certain times, if that makes sense. So not every shot that we play we try and explain it.
No.
I would like to just say, right, if you get a random shot, like ball way below your feet like that, then talk about it. If you get a fly lie, or you get a bunker shot, or whatever it is,
maybe
it might be
we need to do a few more videos on, because when we did the little chip in round, when we had like an hour or so around Bobby Castle, people seem to like that. So maybe we should probably incorporate a few more videos like that.
I think you're
into the range, maybe.
I think you're right. Yeah.
So what we got coming up this week?
This week is a very it's an exciting week. We're going to go course vlog again, so we're going to go back-to-back course vlogs this week, and I want to hear your thoughts on that, because I've got a bit of an idea that there's a lot of people that enjoy course vlogs out there, and a lot of our subscribers, a lot of the audience really enjoy us going around golf courses and having the banter and the fun. It doesn't always have to be 6 parts, they could be 3-part course vlogs, but I'm getting the vibe that people kind of want it most weeks. And what I was thinking of doing is creating, because we could create a course vlog every week, but maybe maybe even if we could try and incorporate some reviews and some, you know, coaching kind of stuff out on the golf course, kind of jumped in between, you know, even if there's only 3 parts of a course vlog going out that week, we could incorporate that. But this week on the channel we've got China Fleet. And so Lee normally does a lot of the edits for the course vlogs, but because of the amount of cameras and things like that we've kind of tried to ramp it up a little bit, I took over the editing on this one because I just wanted to see how long it takes and what's incorporated into what I want to incorporate into it. So we're going to be at China Fleet with myself and Will and Paul and James Ruth. So it's a proper birdie fest. Game, isn't it? It's a bit of a birdie fest, because obviously those guys, they're all very good golfers, and I'm just hanging on for dear life generally with them. But yeah, I mean, it's some proper golf being played at China Fleet. Now, tell me, have you ever played China Fleet? Have you not?
No.
So I'd never played China Fleet. No. Obviously, it's a stone's throw over the Tamar into Cornwall for us, so it's not far away, and I couldn't believe, once I'd played it, I couldn't believe that I'd never played it, and my perception of it was, it wasn't overly positive.
Before you went?
Before I went.
Okay.
But walking off there at the end, I thought, do you know what, I really enjoyed playing there, and I would happily, you get a vibe for a golf course that you think, I could just enjoy going playing there on a regular basis.
I don't think it gets the recognition it deserves, I don't think. It's not, I mean, if you said, talk about the best courses in Cornwall, you'd name like Trevose, St Edoc,
St Melian,
maybe Lanhydrock in there, and, a few of the others. but I don't think that would come up in conversation that often.
I don't think it would, but I absolutely think it should, because there's some very good holes on there.
I've seen some of the editing you've done, and
the
some
par
of the
threes
and the
are spectacular.
Yeah, it looks amazing.
Spectacular, yeah. Drone footage right on the tail there, it's absolutely stunning.
Yeah.
Absolutely stunning. So we've got that coming up this week on the channel. And yeah, that should be really fun.
And we're also doing a bit of filming this week, aren't we?
We're finally getting back out to do a bit of filming out on the golf course, which is great. We are off to Royal North Devon Golf Club.
Christmas special.
Bit of a Christmas do for us, because we're not actually getting out this year to have a Christmas do, are we?
No, there's no point, is there?
Because normally that ends up in a bit of a mess.
Yeah.
So lots of you will have watched the video that we put together a couple of weeks ago, where I went out onto the golf course and did some work with the green staff. And I just thought that there was lots of comments saying, Dan, we'd like to see the follow-up on this. So what I thought I'd do today was share with you what's happening out there currently, what Jason and the team are doing. So I thought we'd head out there now and go and meet up with Jason. Good morning, Jace.
Morning, Dan.
It is fresh, and you've got a new addition to the family by the look of that.
This is Reggie Brooks.
Reggie Brooks. Good morning, Reggie. Are you being trained up to be the next greenkeeper up here? Yeah, you're in charge? Not sure.
He's not really...
not ready yet, is he?
No, he's
learning. He's jumped up at my legs, so I've got muddy legs now, Jace.
Yeah, I can only apologise.
Yeah. Tell me what's going on out on this green right now. So we're a couple of weeks in after the sort of major surgery?
Yeah, so we're obviously filming this on a Friday ahead of your show on Sunday. So it's just under 2 weeks since we finished it.
Yeah.
It's noticeably drier now under feet.
Unbelievable, Jace.
Yeah.
Literally, as I walked onto the green, and we've had some rain last night.
Yeah.
I cannot believe how much drier this green is in comparison to where we were when I walked on it that first day when we did the work on it.
It was squelching, wasn't it?
Absolutely soaked.
Yeah.
So amazing job straight away. I know you said it was going to take a while for it to happen, but this is a noticeable difference underfoot.
Yeah. So since the viewers watched the video, the turf went back on.
Yeah.
And then just to sort of even up any little indentations and settlement, there's been a little bit of dressing done yesterday.
Yeah.
It probably looks worse than what it is because of the colour of the sand. The sand's so bright that it shows up quite vividly.
Yeah.
But if we had a ball with us, actually, roll it across it probably wouldn't roll too badly. It's not that bumpy. So besides putting the turf back on and the dressing, you can notice these small...
Oh yeah, there's some small tiny holes that
small holes every sort of metre and a bit.
So what have you been up to there?
So it's a machine called the OxyShot we had in, which is high compressed air getting blasted into the green, which will then fracture the profile and cause all these fissures within the soil, which will help move water again more quickly and allow it to... Now it's got somewhere to go.
Yeah.
It's a great job to put onto the green. You can get water moving now, and it also creates a bit more airspace within the green. Without having anywhere for water to go, it's almost a pointless task. You're creating holes and nothing's going to move anywhere.
Now, correct me if I'm wrong, but I was out here a few years ago with you, and it was the summertime, and we had the similar machine in where we were blasting down, and it was like, I call it an earthquake, where it would blast up all the soil underneath.
Yeah.
Now that was summertime, where it was really dry, and I could understand that process, because obviously the soil is very dry, it could crack it, but now it's wet. Would that do the same job?
Yeah, so it's a slightly different type of machine, same principles. Air was getting injected into the green, a little bit more lightweight compared to the heavy duty Oxyjet that we've put through here.
Yeah.
But yeah, in the summer the soil's that bit drier possibly, and it will crack the profile a little bit more. But this is, because this one goes a bit deeper and the soil was that compacted, it probably has blasted quite a few gaps through the profile to help move water through now. How long it lasts, we'll see. You know, sometimes these things will close back quite quickly afterwards.
So when are the members going to get out onto this golf course now and be able to play on this green? When are you going to put this back into position?
So we're going to put this back in play, weather permitting, as long as we don't have some sort of biblical rain over the weekend, on Monday. So that was...
So the day after people are watching this?
Yeah, so that would be
2 weeks?
2 weeks to the day since we finished putting the turf back down.
Wow.
They'll be on it. we've rolled it, we've hand mowed it. We'll do that again prior to opening.
Yeah.
And then I've got a spray to put down as well, which is just got a chemical which will help move water through the profile a bit quicker.
Okay, yeah.
So yeah, it's
amazing job. Amazing for it to get back into play this quick. I didn't expect this, to be honest.
You know, it won't be tournament condition for sure, but it's definitely be a better surface than the members playing on a temporary green. They'll appreciate being back on this. It just feels like proper golf rather than playing to a temporary. Never really much fun, especially in the winter time. So no, quite pleased with it really. It took a while to do, but the results are well worth the end product.
So I've brought you out onto our 14th hole here at Torquay. Now this green is one of the originals. It's a very, very similar design to what we've just been sort of working with on the 6th hole. And I just wanted to come up here because ultimately this green hasn't been worked on, it hasn't been drained out. And just walking on it right now, the difference between this green and the 6th green is amazing. My feet feel like they're really sinking down into the green, which is exactly what that 6th green felt like when we were up there just before we did the work on it. Now, to see the difference over that period of time in 2 weeks is pretty impressive, considering Jason didn't think that it would really take effect for a good couple of months leading into the winter time. So always interesting to get out onto the golf course and see what Jason and the boys are doing out there.
Those boys work really hard.
Yeah.
Like they probably do at every golf club. People don't appreciate or see what they do, and you know, they're the members particularly. I mean, we've worked in the shop area of the industry for like 25 years or longer. Members are quick to come in and complain about things, or this hasn't been done. Why is that looking like that? But they don't realise.
That's not just here, that's everywhere.
That's everywhere. Oh yeah. They don't realise the work and the time and effort that these guys put into doing what they do to produce golf courses I mean, that golf course at Torquay in this summer, despite the footfall, was unbelievable.
Yeah.
And it's still good now, even though we've had some wet weather.
What I'm really keen to do, because I know that there's lots of people out there, and there's lots of members that don't watch our channel, that have come in, and because we put it out into newsletter and put it out there, a lot of members came in and have said, wow, like that was insightful. They wanted to see what happens behind the scenes of a golf club and things like that. Yeah. So I think we've changed a lot of members' ideas as to what kind of goes on the golf course, which is great. But I want to do more. I want to do more, and I want to do it at maybe some other golf courses as well, because obviously links development is very different to what we do here, and Heathland is very different, and all around the world is very different. Yeah. The good thing is
I like the sound of that all around the world.
Yeah, you can come in with the camera. But I've got a good contact as well. Yeah. In a chap called James Edwards, who designed our shotgun area. And he helped design changing around the golf course. So he's a golf course architect. So I've made contact with him, and I'm hoping to do some videos what happens behind the scenes with golf course architecture as well, which is something that really interests me.
He's a real leader in his profession.
Oh, he's fantastic, absolutely brilliant.
How they did the practice area and how it's sort of bedded in so quickly.
Absolutely,
such a good service, and even a new hole which people were I don't want to say moaning about, is that the word? Criticising when it first went in there. You know, the green superb, and the hole's really good as well. Good. So he knows his stuff. So that'd be interesting as well.
We've had our first Christmas present come through. From Gary and Kelly Parker. Yeah. Some chocolates come through with a nice card. So thank you very much to Gary and Kelly.
Have you eaten any of the chocolates?
No, because you've literally eaten them all. You've got to save Lee some. We've got to save him some. He's turning up tomorrow for a bit of filming, so you've got to save him at least one.
A couple of years ago, Dan bought one of those massive box of celebrations. It's like a red tube, isn't it? Like it's massive. Tub, probably about 70 or 80 chocolates in there. You know. All different varieties, and it was a slow, cold day. And
how long did it take you?
Probably about half a day. I ate the whole lot. Just sort of had one. I thought I'll just have another one, and then
I was so angry.
You made me buy. I was so angry. You messaged me saying you better go and buy another stuff.
They weren't for less. They were for the members. But obviously with COVID and everything, they can't go in touching chocolates and things like that. So we've had to eat them ourselves. But I was so angry. I was like, what have you done? Demolished the whole box.
Whoops.
So we've had one more delivery of head covers and club scrubbers for the Sunday morning merch. So and we've done this just because of the lead up to Christmas. We've had Leicester's literally sold out of all the merch. So we've bought a few more bits in for Christmas, leading up to Christmas. So if you want anything, again, email Leicester down here, Leicester_Barnes@hotmail.com.
I've got driver head covers. I've got a couple of freewoods left.
Yeah.
I've got no hybrid head covers. I've got bag towels,
and then
a couple of them club scrubbers, and I've got one bowl hat.
So that's all we've got left, and that will take us up to Christmas then.
Yeah.
Right, have you got anything else you'd like to report for the Sunday morning show?
No.
No? Nothing at all?
No.
Well, everybody, thank you very much for taking the time to watch us this morning. If you're new to the channel, don't forget to hit that subscribe button. Give us a thumbs up if you like what he does, and we look forward to catching up with you again soon. See you next Sunday.
See you next Sunday.